Do you really need an oil-water separator for your compressed air system? Nah, you don't need one. You'll be fine. Till the EPA stops by. The Clean Water Act requires that lubricant levels in condensate discharge do not exceed 40 parts per million at the federal level. Many local regulations are even stricter. If an EPA inspector finds that you're in violation, you could face fines of $5,000 per day or more. It's not worth the risk. The truth is, if your organization uses compressed air, you will generate oil-laced condensate. You need an oil-water separator. My compressor condensate looks clear, so it's probably fine, right? Wrong. Most lubricants are not visible in water unless concentrations are greater than 500 parts per million. State municipal regulations can require concentrations as low as 15 parts per million. You need an oil-water separator that can filter out that excess lubricant to stay in compliance. I have a new compressor that says it has 1 to 2 parts per million oil carryover, so I don't need an oil-water separator, right? Not so. Oil carryover refers to the oil-to-air ratio. When condensed into liquid condensate for discharge, that 1 to 2 parts per million oil-to-air ratio can become 300 parts per million or more. That's well beyond EPA compliant levels. You need an oil-water separator to lower that number. 1 gallon of lubricant can contaminate up to 4 acres of groundwater. Over time, lubricant contamination can make local waters undrinkable, not to mention the effect it can have on the surrounding ecosystems. Install an oil-water separator and keep the groundwater clean and the wildlife healthy. Clean Resources oil-water separators use a proprietary substrate that pulls the lubricants from the condensate, actively bonding with them to eliminate the possibility of accidental dislodging and discharge. This substrate works with all compressor lubricants, is non-toxic, and is fully recyclable. Plus, our systems are fully self-contained, meaning there are no messy bag changeouts or mold. Most importantly, our separators reduce lubricant down to 10 parts per million or less for the life of the unit. With a Clean Resources oil-water separator, your compressed air condensate will be 100% EPA compliant. Guaranteed.